everyone, thank you very much for joining me today. Today's reading is going to be, who do you need in your life right now? In our lives we have basic personalities and we go through like transits or progressions, or whether you believe in astrology or not, we go through times and we change and we need different things from ourselves and others depending where we are. You've got three choices. You've got the Jack of Clubs. I don't know what they are until I look at them. You have got the King of Hearts and you have got the Six of Hearts. So if you want to take a choice and then we'll get moving.
La música de Harry Fraud.
Pile number one. What's coming to my mind, I'm looking at this pile, is that old film, The Commitments, that I can remember sitting with my dad and watching it, and my dad couldn't watch films and he only liked dance films or films on people who were enjoying themselves. So he loved Strictly Ballroom, one of my favourites, and The Commitments as well. I can't remember what the quote was. It's something like you've got to have a bit of soul. What you're looking for at the moment, we need is something all the way through the film, I think, runs through that they need soul. And I can see them on the bus saying things about soul. You need at the moment a bit of soul in your life. Somebody who is sweet-natured, somebody who you don't have to fight with, somebody who you can actually, I don't feel like rely on, but just almost bat off without being defensive. You're coming across as quite defensive. They're coming across as quite sweet-hearted. You need somebody laid back. You need somebody sweet. You need somebody who shrugs and smiles rather than fights. You need somebody who's going to, I'm going to say fight then, fight your corner. I mean, just come from your side of the river, if you know what I mean. I feel like all these soul songs are coming to me. You need somebody on your team. And you need somebody who you can connect with without having to talk about it. You just feel it. I'll go through the cards and tell you why I'm thinking this. Your first card for them is the Page of Cups. And this Page of Cups, to me, it feels really Pisces and it feels young. And I know the cups can be Cancer. I know the cups can be other water signs, which they may be. But to me, this doesn't feel Scorpio, the little doe, deer, a female. It just looks young and sweet. So I'm thinking Pisces. To me, out of the, maybe Cancer, I don't know. Water's vulnerable anyway, isn't it? I think Scorpio is very good at putting up defences. But this person is the type of person who is quite forgiving, somebody who may not normally be on your radar because they may be less masculine than what you're used to possibly. I'm having flicking back images of a very Ariesy best friend, best buddy, who fell for a swimmer who was Pisces because they like the water, because she liked the way he swam, basically. And he was such a sweet guy and she crushed him. She did actually. She went out with somebody who was a lot different in many different ways. She did end up marrying him, but there's something very forgiving, very sweet nature, very flexible, very creative, very easygoing about the person that you need in your life at the moment. I'm not saying you might need this person long term. It's just somebody you need a flavour of, for that flavour to be more of you. You've got the Three of Wands next to this person, what they're actually going to give out when you see them, or the bit that you may need from them. There's more to this. And this has a feeling of connection. Somebody who doesn't rile against meeting your friends, somebody who isn't obnoxious when you take them out somewhere, and especially with young I'm going to say young kids, you can see this a lot. I think we all did it, didn't we? I mean, if you're older, when you take somebody out in public who you're very close to, they almost play up as if the attention isn't all on them. They feel the connection from you slipping, and this is somebody who's just at ease with everybody. This person may have an ego, but it's not, they don't live with it in front of them every day. This person you may have dismissed in the past because they don't play with life in a fiery way. They just are. This is not the type of person who's your best buddy for years. and you don't notice them, or somebody who lives next door and you don't notice them. This is somebody who you may need, whether it's a love relationship or not, I don't know as yet. I might get some inklings, but this to me is just somebody you can sit and talk to, somebody you can go out and be at ease with, somebody who you can just kick back with and enjoy yourself. It's somebody you pick up the phone with nothing to say. That's the type of person you may need at the moment. You're coming across as the Nine of Wands and the Karmic Soul Tribe. The Nine of Wands to me is like you may have been through a difficult patch with the sun coming out and the slightly defensive bars in front of the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands does feel as if they're, almost trying to push back a bit, as if they've been fighting and it gets tiring. And the Karmic Soul Tribe to me makes me think you need somebody who's like you. Through life we go through different situations, we pull people towards us. Some of them are difficult and we learn through that experience, and some of them just flow and we learn from that as well. This is a time for flow for you. This is for you to grab somebody who's easy, not like that, but just easy to be with. Where are you going to find this person, or how may you recognise this person? It's got something to do with, it may be a life process or a life situation where you're actually just fed up of fighting. It feels to me like you're tired, this pile here. It feels like, I don't know if it's physically tired, or you've had a couple of relationships or work situations where you're just looking for, and you may not know that because we just don't know when to stop fighting, do we? We never know when to stop fighting. And I think, I don't watch, I do watch YouTube, but my attention span is quite short. That's why your readings may be shorter than most people's. And I flicked onto something with Jim Carrey on it. I was going to say something about Jim Carrey then, apart from the fact I watch Dumb and Dumber every other week. And he said something about his psychiatrist or psychologist or somebody he knew, maybe a friend actually, who said that depressed was like deep rest. And I don't know whether I thought of that, but I was thinking about it afterwards. This feels like, not that you're depressed, but you've almost withdrawn a bit because you're just tired of perhaps doing the same old thing, or you're looking for something new. And it feels like, especially with the sun behind the twigs, what are they? Bushes, I don't know. It's like you're waiting to come out again. It's like you're waiting to come out of hibernation, and you don't need somebody jarring yet, because you always expect the hermit feel here. It's like you're learning to relax when that is something big in that, I think. And I've only just thought of this as I'm dealing the cards. And this may apply or may not apply. What's this card here before I say it? Yeah, it does. I think it will. Is so often in life, we feel like we should be something, and that something always has shifting goalposts, and we never let it go, we never let it lie. It's just continual either pushing or feeling inadequate. You always feel it. We all do always feel like there's something else we could be doing, even if it's a plan. And sometimes, when we get together, and I don't know if you've been together with me and done this, but you do like your year ahead, or what do you want, and we draw these pictures, and they work. To be honest, we draw pictures, me and my family, where would you like to be in 5 years' time, and then you get it. And it's like, I didn't know what to draw my last picture of because I've got everything I want. So why can we just rest with that? This has got a feeling that you're in a period of time where you just need to be grateful for where you are, be grateful for the people you've got around you and your lifestyle, rather than thinking what's next. You need somebody who's going to lie still with you and make you laugh and have fun and take you places and enjoy yourself without any push, any fight, it feels quite feminine. It feels quite relaxed and pulled back and feminine. So how will you recognise them? You've got two cards here. You've got the Karmic Soul and the Starseed. You'll recognise this person because you feel at home with them. This is somebody you'll be able to share your secrets with, and they'll laugh. They'll laugh at you when you do that. This isn't somebody who's going to share your secrets and think it's some great big issue. This card's too relaxed and too sweet and too trying to get things knit together here. They'll laugh with you, then they'll try and help you. You may know who this person is already. It feels like somebody who you may have discounted, past ex. It feels like, past girlfriend, past boyfriend, or just somebody who you run to when you're sad. Because they're really good at that. And I don't think you can bog this person down too much. It feels like they connect, they're very emotional, but then they move on. It hasn't got an intense feeling about it at all. The quality that you most need is hidden strength. This isn't strength, as we were saying earlier, with our ego, the way we live with our egos. The hidden strength here has got a feeling that you need to come out fighting, but it's almost like you're full of sun. This is going to be ridiculous. It's like you're full of light, but your feet aren't touching the ground. So you're moving. It makes me think something out of those, those horror films. This is going down the wrong route now. Is it June when that thing's hovering in the sky? Isn't it horrific? But it feels like you're full of life, you're full of something, but you're not touching the ground. It's almost like you've got it all going on inside you. You've got inner confidence. You feel as if you're fighting life by being tough on yourself, but in a very sort of soft way. This is so difficult to explain. I can see it in my head. And you're not touching the floor because the things around you in everyday life don't bother you the same. That's why you need this person. It's difficult to explain. It's a feeling here of you being very... It's like a strength card. It's like nobody can touch you. You're really self-contained. And this has got a period of hibernation before you push out. And then you're almost hovering above the streets. I know that sounds ridiculous. There's a film that I watched, it's one of those foreign films that you don't, you sort of get, and you've got snippets in them that are absolutely beautiful. And there's two, it's like a karmic film about this man. I think it's based in India or somewhere like that. I'm not too sure, to be honest. And this man, good looking guy, falls in love lifetime after lifetime, and they meet each other. It's a bit like The Fountain, and there's one shot where they're lying on top of each other, but they're moving above the ground, and it feels like that. But it's not like doesn't feel like a sexual romantic connection. It feels like somebody who's holding your hand and gives you that energy to be yourself later on. And this could be like 3 months time or 6 months time, because this feels like a restful period and finding somebody that helps you with that. Sorry if that last bit's unclear. It's really difficult to say that somebody's going to affect you on a soul level, and somebody's going to make you feel bigger inside yourself, and somebody's going to make it feel as if it's untouchable. You're untouchable to anybody else around you because of an inner confidence. But that's what I was trying to say. Okay. The relationship with your person that you need in your life right now has got... This is somebody sweet. This is somebody who brings around grapes when you're poorly. This is somebody that thinks about the small things that can add to your life. Let's just say you're a little bit down, or you need something, you need, a bit of fun. It doesn't really matter either way. They will do it, and they'll do it so you don't even notice. And in fact, as I'm saying this, if you've got somebody in mind who you think may possibly be around you at the moment that's already doing that, it might be them. The Justice card once again makes me think this connection card and this sweetness card, because this card has got the heart in the head. It's like somebody who communicates with you to open up more of your heart. It's like a restful period till you come out using your heart rather than your head. And they know how to do that because they do that naturally. They live that naturally. This has got somebody who may be quite watery around you, and you may have discounted because they may not have been, the most exciting, most adventurous, but they certainly are the most beautiful inside. And the strange that this has got a soul connection, but the effect it's going to have on you is for you to be able to live in this world, not so much thinking about other worlds. Because your last card is the Queen of Pentacles, and what you need right now is to put this energy that we're talking about sweetness and relaxed and being a little bit reticent about acting outwards all the time and trying to achieve and trying to be this and trying to be that for other people. This person is somebody who flows in life, and you're going to get a touch of that, but that's going to actually make you flow in reality. If you know what I mean, that's going to make your everyday life easier to cope with. It's like going on a yoga retreat, this is. It's like taking 3 months off, which will be with a certain person, going on some sort of retreat and coming out somebody totally different. But it's because you've gone inside yourself, which this person's going to help you to do. And it feels like, you know, with the hidden strength and the karmic soul tribe and the starseed tribe, that this person probably is quite spiritual in some ways that they may not even know themselves. Just the way that they look at life. And I don't know what spiritual means. I think it's basically feeling that there's something more than what's before your eyes. And knowing that life's short and that loving being with people is the only thing that we can take with us. Because those are inside us when we go. We can't take, what do I really want this material? What do I really want this material? I don't actually want anything. I want to travel. You can't take material things with you. It's experiences and how you react to people. And this person knows that because they're not particularly driven anyway. It's like swimming in blancmange with this person. It's like funny, it's relaxed, it's sitting and watching TV, it's going to the cinema, it's going out and laughing over drinks. It's, you know, being outside and walking and doing everyday things. But there's a connection there that's really sweet. It feels like your best buddy that you fall for, this one. It doesn't mean fall for, it doesn't have to be love relationship. It's just somebody that makes you feel alive, but you don't even know you're doing it. It's like you're like a flower that opens slowly. And that's what you need in this life. It's like a bit of comfort. It's like a warm hug. Okay, pile number 1. I had to think then. These cards should look better to you because my fantastic son, who is absolutely magnificent when it comes to technology, has helped wake me up a little screen by the side so I can see where the cards sit. So you should be able to, it should be all straight and not like me. So I'm hoping this is good. Pile number 1. Who do you need in your life right now? Is somebody to, it feels like one of those when you're like 11 or 12 and you have a sleepover and you invite your best buddy round. If you're thinking of that situation, who would you invite round? And this person may fit the bill in some way. It's somebody you can sit late at night and chatting to, somebody you can share a glass of wine with and funny memories or funny experiences. It's somebody you can connect with that just makes you feel good and you feel there's a very strong spiritual bond because you're very similar. There's no fight, there's no antagonism, there's just connection. Your person may come into your life because you need that right now. It feels like you could be one of those people. You could be like Mars type. You could be the Sun type who feels like they need to achieve. It's just that feeling that you've been pushing out for too long that it's time to come back. It's time to come back and just reboot and recalibrate and get out there with a different perspective. And that's, you know, that perspective you have when you come back on holiday in September when you've been away all summer and they ask you to do something and work and you just shrug because you don't care. It's that type of feeling and that's what you need. And this person feels sweet. Sweet and caring. Somebody who, it's like a Virgo Pisces feel. It's like somebody who puts the energy in, knows what you want and does it in a very subtle way that it's got nothing to do with their ego. They're not doing it because they want to look good. They're doing it because they do it with everybody. But there's a soul connection in this, as if this person may be here during a difficult spot. Okay, that's who you need in your life, pile number 1. I don't even have to get up to switch the camera on. I've got a button. Okay, pile number 1. There's a feeling here that who you need in your life right now has got something to do with love, but the ability to fight for it. And I don't mean fight for a particular relationship. There's a feeling here of fighting your own corner. There's a feeling here of, it's like tough love. It's knowing that sometimes if you're firm with people or if you're firm in situations, then it doesn't mean you don't love somebody. It's just a case that you've got either strong boundaries or that it just may not suit you at this time. And this person coming into your life shows you love in a very, and it feels a bit like emperor love, to be honest. There's no emperor card here because you've got the Ace of Cups for them. This is somebody who loves you wholeheartedly. There's even a feeling this person's older than you, but this is somebody who's not afraid to show you their affection towards you. I don't know if it's going to be like declarations of love with roses. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like somebody who's very strong in their nature, and this is the person that you need, who teaches you how to have respect for yourself and stand up for yourself. And it's got a really strong feeling to it. And it also, this person teaches you how to give some back. Because there's something about you. I mean, what you need is the Knight of Cups. And the main quality this person brings is the King of Cups, but you've got the Five of Wands here. So this person teaches you how to love yourself and how to love others, but also in a way that has got inner strength. And it's difficult to explain. You know, when people fall in love, I wonder whether some people just turn to jelly and almost like their boundaries slip, or, you know, some people yearn so much to be in love that when it comes knocking on their door, they could almost retract the qualities that they don't particularly like in themselves, like letting somebody trample on them a little bit. I'm not saying this is you, I'm trying to think of different ways, different scenarios. And I do know people like this who in love situations don't particularly like the way they act, but are very confident in work. So this person comes, I think, into your life and allows you to be yourself. Because they provide you with a basis, but they're tough not to let you slip into shitty patterns. Is what I'm thinking. I'm trying to give examples of this in my own head to me, and I'll try and say them out loud to you too. It feels like somebody who's Cancer Aries. Let's just say that this person coming into your life has those qualities. They're very caring, they're very giving, they're very strong personality. They will look after you, they will care for you, they'll provide for you. But if you try and impose upon them, if you try and, when you fall in love with somebody, you want to be with them, but if you try and just too much, they'll be gone. So that's where this person is giving you like tough lessons on to stand up for yourself, be yourself, but love openly. It's without clinging. It's like without holding. It's just got love in it. Love, 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 love. You're coming across as a shaman. You know this. I wonder whether it's slipped, whether with a shaman here, and what you need is the Knight of Cups. You're looking for romance. And you've been through it before, so you know the pitfalls, but to me there's a feeling that you still fall into it. You could have like a full fifth house, something like a very soft Libra Venus, and those qualities all match together. I mean, there's lots of different qualities as well. It could be strong Eros in your chart, Eros South Node. You just love falling in love. You just love falling in love. I love falling in love. I fall in love every day. And it's like the joke in our house, not between my husband, of course, because it's fun and because it's exciting. And sometimes, as long as we don't slip into this energy which this person's trying for you not to slip into, it's fine, because you're just giving out and it's fun. And as I said, it may be childlike at times, which it is, but we're alive and we're here, and why not, as long as we're not hurting other people or ourselves. It's playing with life, isn't it? And if it doesn't hurt and it's not serious, this person doesn't want you to, this person that's coming into your life wants you to do that, but not to get lost in it, is what I'm thinking here. I don't think you're going to recognise this person coming into your life. In fact, they may be there already, because where are they coming from? The Four of Cups. So there's a laid back feeling that this person may already be there, or they come in and you don't know who they are. And they come and they slip into your life in some way. They fit into your life and they're strong and they're behind you. And the first power is like they're holding your hand. This one is like somebody who's got their arm around you. And they're pushing you forward. But the moment that you lean on them is the moment that they push you away. And that's where the lesson is in this. That's why you need them right now, because it feels like it's a dance. It's a dance between falling for people, but knowing that they're no better than us, that knowing that they've got to stand on their own, we've got to stand on our own, but you can still give out, big time. Don't mean it like that. I think that's not a British term. How will you recognise them? There's too many cards here to say that you'll recognise them, that you won't recognise them. This isn't somebody that blows your socks off when you meet them. This is somebody that's a strong person. This is somebody that's probably physically very strong. You get the feeling of somebody large, somebody that's tall, somebody that's quite at ease themselves, somebody that's not easy rattled. They may be stubborn. This person is there already, possibly. This person you may work alongside, you may know them already. And what they're going to teach you is how to love. How to love them, I don't know, or how to love other people, I don't know. But the lessons all the way through this, you've got the King of Hearts, you've got the Knight of Cups, you've got the King of Cups here. And these things are what you need. And the quality you most need altogether is basically a humped up version of the King of Cups. But there's the Five of Wands there, and these sort of like, I'm watching you, and I'm watching the way that you actually, how you dance in relationships. This person is watching what you're doing, whether you're with them or not with them, I don't know already. This is somebody who's independent and gives. It feels like Aries-y. It feels like an Aries moon or something like that. It's like Aries, Pisces, that type of combination. Somebody who's very giving, very caring. This person may be a carer for others. You know, somebody that's like in social work, or somebody that teaches difficult kids, you know, that type of feeling. Or somebody that heads up a business because of a strong personality. It's lots of different scenarios. You probably have to flip it, but the personality is what I'm trying to get at. Somebody who's got the confidence, but also the caring ability. They want to pull groups with them. They're not somebody who just Aries can just stand on their own. There's a mixture there of something else there that is very inclusive and very loving towards others. And this person's attracted to you. You're attracted to them, but they won't let you lean on them. And if you're fire as well, you know, that would be fine. But fire lean in different ways, don't they? They demand. Fire. I'm talking about my kids here. They demand. Fire's different. You know, and as I say in other readings, if you forget a fire sign person with big fire in there, like 3 or 4 planets in Sagittarius or something, forget their birthday, oh my Lord, it's the end of the world. We all need things in different ways, and this person is trying to teach you not to be needy in any way. It's almost like getting a step up a ladder to who you want to be, and this person helps you, even though at times you may feel it's a bit cruel. It's like, no, it's not being cruel. It's just that you've got the strength to be able to take it on. And you've probably got a very strong love nature anyway. It's just like you need to love from not needing, just loving. I'm not saying you don't do that already, but this is what this person's going to help you with. Okay. Relationship, I think, is going to be not immediate. If this is somebody you've fallen for, a relationship won't be consummated. That's the kind of word my dad uses. Straight away. The Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Swords. There's lots of communication. There's lots of discussions. This is somebody you may stay up late at night just talking to. You know, somebody where the relationship may blossom later on. It feels like one of those, you know, when you get a pile that's really good when people are looking at relationships and the end card is hard. It feels like that. It feels like there's time for you. If this is your person, it sounds like your person. There's time for you to adjust your personality so that when you do get together, you're going to be getting together on a different level that's easier, and you're going to be a stronger version of yourself. Your person's independent and won't let people come into their arena very easily. Not because for any other reason, it's just that doesn't make them tick. They like to be with people, and they like to walk off when they're finished. I mean, it might be selfish, but there's something in knowing this person that teaches. It's like a progression to your Mars. You know, when your sun goes around the chart and it's conjunct your Mars, and you meet lots of normally very independent people. And it's exciting and it's fun, and you do things together, and you start to fall in love. I'm thinking of a woman I met one of this. You know, you just want to be with them. And then this person either does something like friend's boyfriend, and it's like you're crying inside. Where's my fun gone? This is what this person feels like. They push it on you to be able to stand on your own. And that's the best thing, that's the best lesson they possibly could give you. I don't say you're not independent, I'm just saying that you probably have a very strong love nature. And the gift they've got to give you and what you need is balance. You've got the Justice card, the sweetness here. There's something really sweet about you. There's something very sort of, you want to connect and you want life to be fun. You've got lots of love to give. And with this spiky card here and these sort of pulled back cards here, there may be even a lesson of timing here. There's a lesson of balance and there's a lesson of timing here. And this person comes into your life to help you with that. It won't feel like they're helping at all. It will feel like it will feel like punishment probably. They'll disappear for bits and then they'll come back. Or if you phone them and they won't reply. They may talk, they may be good at talking. They may be good at discussing things. They may be good at talking about love. They may be quite open with regards to where the situation lies, and especially if there's like a Pluto in you. We've all got Pluto in us, but sometimes, especially in relationships, it comes out to play and you're wanting to hold, and this person as well, hey, no, I can't. You know, I always think that, and I can remember looking at people's hands once, you know these lines that we get here, and they always say if you're independent, these lines here aren't joined. So just out of a bit of fun, see if there's two lines here that they join together in most hands and then they split. See whether they're not joined at the beginning, because that makes me think of somebody who's independent. And this person won't let you until you are... It feels that this could go both ways. The more independent you are, the less that you need, the more this person will be pulled towards you, because they will see that there's growth there and they can actually run along with you. Right, pile number 2. This isn't an insult to you whatsoever. I just think we get certain lessons at certain times. You've got a very open, very loving nature. And with the Shaman card there, I think that you're very good at looking into relationships and thinking or knowing that there's a lot behind it. And this person wants to be with you, likes your company, likes talking to you, but is in no rush. They're in no rush, and they don't even know it themselves, I'm sure. But they're waiting for you to go into a more advanced version of your love nature. What is that? Basically not needing, just loving anyway. And enjoying life and connecting, and it's balance. Right, pile number... Oh, I don't even have to get up. I was just about to get up, but look at my button. Pile number 2, I'm going to leave it there and I'm about to press my button. Okay, I'm going to start talking pile number 3. There's a feeling here, this isn't so much, it could be love relationships, it could be something a little bit different. There's a feeling here that situations are coming to an end in your life. There's things you've outgrown. And I don't mean in a bad way, I'm not saying it's in a scary way, it just is because you're coming out as a hidden strength and you're asking for somebody to come into your life. I mean, I don't know if you're asking or whether these situations just happen anyway to help us develop in some way, shape or form. And what you need is the King of Cups. So to me, it feels like there's endings, and it feels like what you need to do when these endings happen is to get back up again with a big heart, which sounds silly to me, but maybe not to you. I hope not. I hope not. And this person coming into your life is coming across as the 7 of Cups, and you'll recognise them by the fact you can't pin them down, by the fact they're quite elusive in many ways. They're probably very easygoing. They've probably got a lot of irons in the fire, fingers in the pot, whatever the words are. They seem to be all over the place. This, a bit like pile number 1, may not be your usual type. And they're coming into your life just as you're wrapping something up, where maybe you're moving away, maybe you're at the end of a relationship, or maybe you're moving out of work situation, or there's just something in your life that is changing and it feels like you're transitioning into something else, because your end card is how this person's going to help you is the Death card. And you've got the hidden strength here. So it's like you have got the ability to get up out of situations when they're finished. You don't look back too much. You've got quite a strong personality, and this person, what you need is the King of Cups, is to not cut off totally from your heart while you're doing this, is to still be able to connect to people and to love people. It's a strange balance, because if you're changing, I'm trying to think of life situations where you change and you move on. And you have to be quite tough because you're not in with the usual crowd, or you're starting a new job and you've just got to stop feeling and just think. But this person's saying, or they're coming into your life to help you. Maybe this person comes in while you're changing. Yes. Okay. If you're moving into a different situation in your life, like you're changing work or going to start a new group in any way, shape or form, this person's going to come towards you. I don't think you know this person already, because this feels like it's moving towards you. I can't explain that one without sounding silly, but it feels like you're going to meet this person in a group situation, and there's a feeling here that the eyes are going to lock on you straight away. And it doesn't so much feel like love relationship, to be honest. It could do, but it's more a case of it may not start off like that. It starts off small. This person is helping you. If I can put this into a situation to make it clearer, would be, you know, when you start a new job, or when you go into a new neighbourhood and the first person that knocks on your door, you don't really think anything of it because you're just busy settling into a big situation. This person may be that person that nips in to see you a couple of times, or helps you with something in work, or helps you into something where you're changing, and they give you like a help, you know, like a leg up. And you may be... You're a strong person who you may wait for people to come towards you when you change situations. Okay, I've just had a little think here. If they're coming into your life as a Seven of Cups, this person is quite mutable, they're quite changeable. What they've got to give you is the ability to understand that it's okay for situations to change, because there's big change coming towards you, it feels like here. You're actually quite a strong person, but I wonder whether you actually cut off your emotions when you're in situations that cause you to jump from where you actually feel quite contained or quite comfortable. And this person's trying to bring you out of this. This person's trying to help you in a situation that changes, because they're quite used to it. They change quite easily. You may be, and I have to put this into astrology terms, whether you believe in astrology or not, that's probably the way I think. Let's just say you're Cancer. And Cancers don't like change. You don't have to be Cancer. And so they're trying to keep you open while you're in a process of flux. And they come towards you, and it feels like you've got cards here which are very perceptive, and you've got cards here of group situations. This person knows what you're feeling. This person can sense your personality. They don't have it, and it's almost like it doesn't feel like they're laughing while they do it, but it's almost a case of, why are you so silly? Why are you holding back so much? Because they just don't do it. It's like, it's fine. It's like jump in the water. What's that? Oh, brother, where art thou? Something in the water that it's fine. Or when one of them's getting baptised, jump in the water, it's fine, or something like that. The water is fine, I don't know. That's what it feels like. Somebody who's not afraid of change, and you, maybe when you were younger, found it really easy to move from one situation to the next, which is easier when you're younger, isn't it? You just do things. You don't think. And I don't just mean like moving abroad or moving out of one work to another work situation. You know, when kids are kids, they just move from one friend to the other all the time. When we're older, we become a little bit more fearful. And you're a strong person, but you may not like to, you may have got used to things in a particular way. And this person is almost coming into your life at a time where big changes are coming. and they're going to give you what feels like, this could be romantic. It will start off practical, I think. It will start off with them helping you. It feels almost like somebody who helps you in with the, if you're moving house, that old scenario of helping you in with your furniture. Oh, bless. One of my girlfriends in college helped me move into my flat. Well, it wasn't a flat, it was like halls of residence, and we're still in contact now, which was like 100 years ago. So that it could be something that runs a long time and has a bit of consistency, which you may like with the King of Cups. You may actually fall in love with this person, but you won't recognise it straight away because they may be just within that community that you're moving into, but you'll recognise this person because they will come straight towards you. And there may be fear with this change that you either made or you're about to make, and they help you in this big life shift. So this ending could be anything. This person helping you through an ending, it could be like a divorce, it could be a work situation, it could be moving house, it could be anything. It could even be joining like it could be learning French. It's just a new situation where you're slightly out of like a fish out of water, and this person comes straight towards you and it develops into something more as the relationship goes on. You may know this person already, but they're meant to soften the blow of movement, because you've got possibly here with this hidden strength next to the King of Cups, you've got not stuck into a rut, that's just mean. I'm trying to be nice. I was thinking this today. I was walking the dog, and when I was a kid, I used to stay up really late at night and try and get music that was different, because that's what I know, a bit bonkers. I would sit up and I would listen to John Peel as a kid to try and find music, and then I would show it to my brothers, and they were like, "Yeah, this is amazing, Jesus and Mary Chain, fantastic." And then I used to listen to I've forgotten his name now, not John Peel, Pete Tong, was it Pete Tong on Friday nights? But I just stayed there recording all this music, which we did in those days, because everything was fresh and everything was exciting. And nowadays I'm walking around the block listening to really old music, and I'm thinking, stop changing. And we shouldn't do it. I wonder whether you've got in this situation. It's not dramatic, like I'm really stuck in my, my stubborn boots and I'm not moving for anything. This is more a case of we just get used to things, don't we? And we forget that vitality we had when we were kids, and that ability to shift situation, and the bravery we had when we were kids. And this person may actually bring that back out in you, not in the same way as pile number 2, which was a bit more progressive with the push. This is bringing back just a love of, I don't know if it's just a love of, it's recognising that you need little comfort in the transition, but as if something lovely grows from that between the pair of you. Your person likes change. Your person's quite young at heart. They may be older than you, but with regards to, and I'm just going to say Pisces again here, because you've got the 7 of Cups here, and the person I'm thinking of was somebody we met on holiday once, and he was in his 30s, I think. It was my girlfriend's new boyfriend that she had just for that week. And he was doing I'm sure you're going to say you know this guy, aren't you? I know, he was my boyfriend too. He rented out motorboats and took people water skiing. Anyway, it was just a little sort of something between the pair of them. But he was Pisces, and in the winter he went to do ski seasons. And he was laughing, thinking, I'm too old for this. I'm in my 30s. But your person may have that nature or that sort of personality that doesn't grow old, because the change keeps them alive. They may feel guilty about it, which some people with this nature, when they get into the 30s and 40s, do. Why? Why would you? If that's what you enjoy. Okay, so... Okay, there you go. Okay, shut up, Minzy. Who do you need in your life right now? You need somebody easygoing, somebody fun, somebody who's going to be a little bit of comfort in a big life change. You're strong inside yourself. You're very collected. You can sometimes turn off your emotions and your ability to play and love when you are going through difficult time periods. You may be somebody, when you're scared, who goes quiet. Rather than somebody that shouts, it has a feeling that you may go quiet. This person's going to come in, they're going to hone in on you, not into you, maybe, and help you with something. And through that situation, through that relationship, it's very possible that it could blossom into something else quite romantic, or at least very strong emotion, a strong emotional connection. Okay, pile number 3, I'm going to leave you there. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope that makes sense. Please let me know if you are going through some big change in some way, because this looks nice. Bye.